Hey, what's up out there, Tiani? Sorry, I've been kind of in between videos. I think I got one actually that I did a while ago that I haven't uploaded yet, but we'll get into this one. I got a bunch of stuff, bunch of good stuff, bunch of stuff that I'm buying now, hoping for a return. Some stuff that I just needed for the PC, right place, right time kind of thing. First up, Cable and Deadpool 38. Scotty Young cover. You might know this from the first Deadpool movie when it heated up. First appearance of Bob from Hydra. I paid $6.50 for this. I've never owned one. This is a book that I'm buying now while the hype is down. It's at a low point. I think that he could have a good chance of reappearing in Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 is kind of in a lull right now a little bit. I mean, they just had the casting for Domino. They have not done Cable yet, so I think once it starts moving into like real production and filming, the hype's going to go through the roof. I don't know if Bob from Hydra will be in the movie. I just think he will, and there's days that this book sells for 20. So I just put this on my eBay watch list and wait for one to come up on auction cheap. Wait for one to come up on auction that I can buy for cheap, just in anticipation of the next Deadpool movie. So got that one on eBay. Here's some pickups from, let's see where I'm at here. So these are my Wizard World Cleveland pickups that Mercenaut was there a day before me. He stole all the keys that I wanted from this one booth, but I still found some decent stuff. This was from a different dealer who had a ton of tables for $2 each. Found New Mutants 18 and 21, first Warlock, and both of these are part of the Demon Bear saga, which shown before. Rumors are that when the New Mutants movie does happen, it'll be based around the New Mutants, or based around the Demon Bear saga, which is, I think it starts at 18 and goes to 21. Also found a Moon Knight #1, the newest series, for $2. Not a bad find. Also found a New Avengers, what is it, #8? First appearance of the Black Order. It's been so long since I made a video that one got real hot, so I had to let it go. But that's definitely one you want to look out for, is as well as the Infinity Free Comic Book Day, which I showed about. It might have been 2-3 years ago. I showed that book, and the reason I had picked it up at the time was it's the origin of Thanos. It features the first appearance of Corvus Glaive, I believe his name, who was just confirmed to be in the new Avengers movie. So I had picked that up a while ago, just thinking that it would be good for the Thanos origin, not knowing the other implications. But sometimes you gotta sit on these books for a while before, with the way it is now with movies and stuff. I mean, you get lucky every once in a while. So at any rate, getting back into it, the show itself sucked. It was $55 to get on Saturday. There was about 8 comic dealers, but I did find one pretty decent dealer that I bought some books off of. So I got a Captain Atom number, what is this? Geez, I don't even know. I forget what number this is. First Nightshade. It does have a little bit of writing on here. The spine isn't great, but it was $5, so I figured why not. Also picked up, this is one that's all on my pickup list whenever I find it for a decent price. Omega Man 3, paid $12 for that. With the new Thor movie, couldn't really pass these up at $5 each. Incredible Hulk 142, which, depending which version of Valkyrie you want to go with, this is, some people consider a first appearance. This is the more affordable first appearance. Plus, the cover is awesome. And These are both in pretty nice shape, really. Probably like fine shape for $5. I mean, can't beat that at all. More from the same dealer. This is a book that I've had on my list for a while. I don't believe I have one. I forgot to check if I had one. Batman 405, First League of Assassins. Probably again about a fine. I paid $10 for that. Or I'm sorry, Detective 405. Paid $10. League of Assassins. I feel like this is a really underrated book. I mean, it's been pretty central to the Arrow TV show, but I just think there's a lot more in store for League of Assassins, considering the makeup of the team. I really feel like it could be central to a movie. Picked up a Swamp Thing number 20. Again, another book I don't think I own. Paid $5 for it. Nice high grade copy. These I picked up because I needed them to complete a high grade set. I paid $6 each for these Watchmen issues that I needed. So all these, I believe, are like, yeah, these are like all near mint copies. Probably should have picked up number 1. They had it fairly cheap, but these were $6 each. So I think I have a near mint set now, which is awesome. These were probably the best pickups from the booth. X-Men 94, or I'm sorry, 94. Man, that would be a hell of a deal. X-Men 96. Paid $20 for that. Probably a VF copy. It's got like one like non-color break here. There's a little bit of a bend here, non-color break. Paid $20 for that. And then I also picked up a 141 for $10. Another high grade copy. The only thing is, a lot of these issues, not a lot, but the good ones that were left, there was some that were real nice high grade, but they had like the staples were starting to rust a little bit. This one has a touch of it, and some of them had a stamp on the cover, and I think I had one. Yeah, this one has it. The Big Richard put his stamp right on the mushroom stamp. Richard O'Neill right on the cover there. They must have bought his collection. It had a lot of great books in it, but had the stamp on the cover. I'm not too opposed to it, depending on price. But yeah, and that was all I got from that show, for the most part. Pretty weak. These are from a local shop, probably the closest shop to me that I almost never go to because they usually don't have like great back issues. This was a shop that I bought at a convention a little while back. I bought like, they had just gotten these books in, and I got like New Mutants 98, New Mutants 87, all these great books. I showed them a couple videos ago. But I went into the shop and kind of went through. I didn't realize how much they had purchased, or they got them on consignment actually. Probably, I don't know, 50 long boxes. Maybe not that many, but close to it. So I went digging through them. They didn't have a lot of prices on them. Some stuff they had in like a binder that I don't know how they priced it, but I picked out some stuff, took it up front. He said, here's what it goes for, and here's what I ended up with. Some stuff I put back because it was at market value. I wasn't going to pay that. But I got a Batman Adventures number 10. This is a pretty tough book to find, and especially to find in high grade. Paid $2 for that. I found a Batman and Robin Adventures number 21. Fairly hot book. I paid $3 for that one. Paid $3 for Superman Adventures number 21, which is a great Supergirl cover. This one, like, he couldn't find the price on it, and I mean, I wasn't gonna argue with him about it. Sandman number 4, First Lucifer, paid $4 for that. Nice high grade copy. This was probably the best find I was thinking about getting it graded until I looked at it real closely. Uh, Brave and the Bold number 200. Like the spine on it's pretty ridiculous. It's, from what I've heard, this is a really tough book to get with a nice spine. Problem is, like down here, there's a little bit of like a thumb smear, and could be from, I don't know if people would grab books off the line, you know, with the ink still wet or whatever. But a lot of these books did not look like they were read. They look kind of just like, you know, people said put it on my pull list and I'll get it every month and throw it in my box and probably never read it. So otherwise, this thing was flawless. Paid $12 for that first appearance of Katana, and I never have owned one of those. Also picked up Uncanny number 160, first Magic, I believe. First appearance as Magic, Ilyana Rasputin. Paid $6 for that. Picked up this at the right time. Paid $15 for this. Spider-Man 316, the awesome McFarlane Venom cover. This book has really started to jump up a little bit. It's probably worth $40 in this grade, at least right now. With the announcement of the Venom movie, this is one of the books that's moved. So that was a pretty cool find. And see, I got a few more that I found. Actually, I got a decent amount that I found that day. I did fairly well. I'm not mad about it, especially when I get books like this. Batman 570, early second Harley in continuity, and 567, Cassandra Cain. I don't know really what this book is kind of looked at as like the first Cassandra Cain Batgirl, but I believe the Dark Knight 80 or something like that is. I've shown it before. This book still sells pretty well, though. I don't know if it's just misinformation or it's just that it's the original Batman title. Paid $4 each for those. This was a pretty good find. Black Lightning number 1. It's probably like a fine, very fine, maybe even like a very fine minus for $10. Tough, really tough book to find in high grade. Batgirl number 6. I paid cover price for this. First appearance of Joker's son, and this is the cover B, which is pretty tough to find. It's been selling, I don't know, $10-12 maybe on a good day. This was in their back issue bin, unbagged and unboarded. I don't know if the guy knew what it was when I took it up. He's like, "Where'd you find this?" I said, "In the back issues right over here," which was separate from all the other books I've shown. And he's like, "Oh, okay." So cover price. It's not. I've yet to find one of these that doesn't have like some dirt on it. It just seems like a book that was never that well taken care of. See here, what else I got? Okay, these are from a show that I went to. Purchased some. This was one dealer I purchased some books off of. Star Wars 49, paid $4 for that. Nothing you haven't seen before. It says The Last Jedi. The next, Star Wars movie's coming out, same title, whatever. Picked up a Thor 202 and a 132. 132, obviously, first Ego, the Living Planet. 202, first full Ego Prime. That's him on the cover. I like to pair these together because, as we've seen from the Thor movie, that Ego is in human form. I'm sorry, Guardians movie. Ego's in human form, so he's not in the planet form. Kurt Russell. I really like this book a lot. Obviously, with the white border, really tough book to find in white condition. But I paid $14 for the two of them. I like them. I like them paired together. Put them as a set. Found another one of these for $3. Hulk 142. Not a. That's probably like a VG, maybe. It's probably a VG. 50 cent. 50 cent. Not the wrapper, but that was the price I paid. Bloodshot 7. First full Ninjak. I looked this up. It sells okay, actually, still. The YouTube series supposed to come out in, what, fall? We'll see. I'll hold it till then for sure. I mean, it's 50 cents. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with this either. $3 for Hulk Annual number 6. First appearance of, well, who knows how you want to do this thing, but first appearance of her, I guess, is what they call it. I don't know. But at any rate, first her who becomes Aisha, who is in the Guardians movie. Alright, what else did I get? Picked up this for $2. Old Man Logan number 1. I just needed this. I think this was the last regular cover I needed for the set of the original mini-series Old Man Logan, which I really liked a lot. I think this is a slow burn. Put it in your collection, let it accumulate, and let it gain in value, especially after the last Logan movie. It hasn't really done a whole lot, even with that, but I like it long term. Long term play. $2. Totally Awesome Hulk 15. First full protectors and named protectors in this issue, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, this is the issue where they're named. Might be the next issue. Shoot. I'm sorry, I forget now. I've read both issues, but I don't remember if it's 15 or 16 where they're actually named. But this cover pretty much gives you everything you need to know. Miss Marvel Silk. Is that Shang-Chi? And then Totally Awesome Hulk, Amadeus Cho. I like the idea of this team. I just think that the Hulk with Amadeus Cho is going to just slightly hold it back from being real mainstream because people aren't totally on board with the redo of a Hulk. Alright, this is another dealer. Transformers 22. The anniversary variant border. This thing is really sharp. I paid $4 for it. Not lower than market value, but not higher. I was not completely sure about the value of this book. A lot of these 25th border and 25th anniversary borders do fairly well. I'm not talking like the X-Men Uncanny has one. Is it Spectacular Spider-Man that has one? Or is it regular? I think it's whatever. A couple of the lesser known titles do pretty well, like Heathcliff or the Muppets. I thought Transformers might be in that range, but it's not. It doesn't really do much more than like $4 or $5. But still, this book is super sharp, so I think I did okay. Alright, different dealer. I paid $1 each for these. Alpha Flight 33, nice high grade. Lady Deathstrike, always sells well. And Action Comics 600, mediocre buy there. So that was all that I got from that show. I was a little disappointed. Not a great show. Luckily there's a Half Price Books nearby. Went and checked it out. Usually haven't done well at Half Price Books. I did not too bad at this one. Found the Uncanny Inhumans 11 first print, first Karnak, $3. A Batman Mad Love, what is this, the third print, I think, with this alternate cover. And it's like really beat, like there's a huge creases on it. I paid $4 for it because it's worth that. I mean, it's worth $4 in VG condition. This is a book I had on my list more as of recently, and I'll pick another one up if I can find it. Ghosted number 9, first preview of Nailbiter, which is probably one of my favorite ongoing series right now. Nailbiter. It's a great read. It keeps you entertained every issue. Picked up this set. I don't know if I think this is the first time I picked one up. Aliens vs. Predator 3 World War 1 through 6. Ended up paying about $20, I think, for the set. This set, I mean, it's hard to find them in the wild, and they do pretty well online. So it's a dark horse. Not many dark horse do I ever bring up as a good speculator pick, but that one is definitely one you want to look for. Thor #1, $2, and to round out the half price books haul, Wolverine 315, the Coleman variant for $2. So that was probably one of the best, if not the best, hauls I've ever had at half price books. Usually I don't find anything there. This was a cool one that I think I overpaid a little bit for, but I'm happy to add it to my personal collection. Spider-Man #1. This is the Comic Bug is the shop, the signed McFarlane edition. They were sold through a magazine ad, so it's not like they only did X amount of them. It's not really known how many they did, at least online. The way you can tell that it's authentic is, #1, it comes with a letter. Not really that hard to make a Xerox copy of the letter, but as the letter states, it has this spider stamp on it. So that's what you want to look for. They did them with both the regular cover. You can see it right here. They did them with the regular cover and the black with the silver. I don't think they did the gold, but they may have. Don't quote me on that. I ended up paying $37 for this. That's a little bit above market value. Like I said, it's not really known how many they made or how many were signed. We know this book, sold 1 million issues, but just a cool book to have in the collection. A little bit of nostalgia. All right, another retailer I picked these up, online retailer. Batman 386, First Black Mask. I ended up paying like $60 for this. Reason I jumped on it is David Ayers, who's directed Suicide Squad and doing the Gotham City Sirens, tweeted a picture of Black Mask, just kind of insinuating that he may or may not be the villain in the Gotham City Sirens movie. So, prepare ahead of time. This is probably a book you at least want in your own collection. But if you can find it for $50 in near mint, there's a good chance it could jump up if he is announced as the villain. So, kind of a fan favorite villain as well. And I think I got this from the same retailer. No, this was from a different retailer. X-Men, All New X-Men Special #1. This is one of the 3-part connecting covers by J. Scott Campbell. Paid $45 for it. It's about market price. Decent cover. I don't know. Not a great J. Scott Campbell cover, but kind of hard to find for sure. And then I think I got this from the same retailer, but I might have bought this one on its own. Lock and Key #1. I think this is like my 3rd copy of this. Been buying a lot of them in the past year, and I paid $33 for it. Super high grade copy. Happy to have that. Alright, what else we got here? I got Superman Rebirth #10, the cover B with the Super Sons on the cover. Kind of got hot for a little bit. Was a tough book to find. I think I paid like $3.50 for that. Also picked up I don't know how I think these were all from the same online retailer. Young Avengers #1 Director's Cut for $3.50. The regular cover has been doing fairly well. I think this book is ready to blow. Whether it's the regular cover, Director's Cut, or the Wizard World cover. $4 Groot #5, first Baby Groot cover. Then I got these. Actually, you know where? I know where I got these from a shop that I went to one time that probably won't go back to. It was like a pawn shop that has comics as well. Picked up this one as well. I think this is my first copy of this. It's Darth Vader #3, first Dr. Afro. I don't believe I have owned one of those before. And this was probably the better buy of the shop. Marvel Spotlight #2, first Werewolf by Night. Paid $8. It's probably like a VG copy, but I did not have one, so not mad about paying that. Check out this book that I picked up. I really like the future value speculation on this book. Monstrous #10. That's got this great Spawn 1 homage. Obviously, Monstrous. This is a variant, by the way. Obviously, Monstrous been pretty hot. I think, and Spawn collectors are just that. They want everything Spawn. So I would definitely pick that one up if you see it. Marvel Age 82. Where did I get this from? Oh, I got this from a shop out of state. Paid $2 for it. Pretty nice looking copy. First, really, first cable. If you want to get into it, pinup. Big Hero 6 #1. I've been trying to find Big Hero 6 and the Sunfire book at a decent price because they are doing a second movie. And it's going to feature Sunfire as well. So I think there'll be a new buzz for it. I would not pay like what the prices were before. It'll never get back up to that price, but it's worth looking at. Vampirella, J. Scott Campbell cover. Vampirella and Scarlet Legion. I think this might just be the regular cover. I'm not positive. Paid $2 for it. I got another Groot #5. Paid $2 for that. This was a great find. Going to a shop that I go to when I'm traveling. I found He-Man and Thundercats 1 through 4 with the villain variant. Most of them were cover price. I think I might have paid like oh no, most of them were cover, and I think a couple of them I might have paid like $2 for. I also found 2 God Country #1s at cover price, when at the time it was going for like $12 or $15. They still had them on the shelf, so it's a cool little shop that I like going to. Done better in the past, but I think I did pretty well. I got another one of these Hulk 15s. Like I said, I think it's a decent spec. What else I got here? This is a tough book to find. Skyrunner #2 from Wildstorm. J. Scott Campbell cover. Paid $4 for that. Try and find that one. Very tough book to find. Picked up one of these for $4. Deadpool #26. The Just Go corner box variant. These covers are really nice. He did a great job with them. He's a great artist. At the same time, I picked up, these were from Midtown. Found these. I had these on my wish list on Midtown, and they popped up. These were $3 each. Now they're not near mint, but they're fine condition, maybe a little bit better. $3 each. Showcase #3, first Birds of Prey. And we're rounding it out here. Think about this on eBay. Uncanny 169, first Morlocks. I really like this book for the X-Men TV show. I think it's going to be based around the Morlocks. Picked up another one of these for $11. And that's really about, oh no, what am I doing? I got a bunch more stuff. I don't know if I showed this before. This Venom set was freaking incredible. This Del Auto Venom wraparound set. I got a Carnage #6 variant, the Ron Lim homage for $5. Always pick that one up when I can find it for that price. I think some good future value in there. Oh, here's one that I picked up. This probably won't fit. This was Also, I picked up at the pawn shop. I paid $5 for it. Vampire Tales number 8. First Morbius solo story. Not Morbius, Blade. First Blade solo story. Very cool book. Tough to find. Pretty, It's not in great condition. It's probably like fine. Paid $5 for it. Alright, let's get into some newer stuff. Harley's Black Book 6, the Simon Beasley variant. I bought this probably in... Once I heard he was doing the cover, I had it in my search list on eBay. Finally, somebody popped up for like $30 pre-sale. This was way before Image was released. The Image wasn't even released till like the week before. So, paid $30 for it. Currently, it's going for $75 maybe. But I really like this book long term. I think there's a lot flooding the market right now. Everybody's flipping them. I think this one will consistently be a year down the road. I could see this being a $60 to $100 book consistently. Even though it's a 1 in 25, I think a lot of people are buying them now to put in their collection. The Simon Beasley variant, or collectors, and the Harley collectors. I mean, it's a great opportunity for crossover appeal for multiple collectors. So definitely gonna buy that. Bought these online on sale. I really broke down. This book has been really hard for me to find in nice high grade. New X-Men 31, First Chimera. I think there's a lot of future potential depending what they do with X-23 in the movies. Paid $15 for it. Not very much under market value, but I just figured it was time to buy them when I was getting these other ones. I got a X-Force 11 for $11. Again, usually I would not buy this for this much, but I like the seller. And I Nailbiter 1, my first copy of the regular cover. Like I said earlier, great book. Really behind this book. I paid $10 for that. So every once in a while, I'll buy stuff at market value if I, feel it's going to be a good long-term investment. These are. I went back to that shop, the local shop, and kind of dug through. They had one book I really wanted, which was the first appearance of Star Sapphire. It just, the price they had on it and the condition, it just was not where I wanted it to be. So, I looked at it the first time I was there. I went back and looked at it again and just couldn't justify paying the price for it. But I dug in deeper in the boxes. All this stuff was there the first time I went. I just didn't catch it. Batgirl 12 and 14, got these at the right time with the Batgirl movie coming out. And I paid $3 each for these. Art Germ covers. These have been nice books to find in $1 to $4 range for 3-4 years. Here's one you may not know about. I didn't know about until recently. Lone Wolf and Cub number 45. This is the last issue in the series. Paid $4 for it, I think. $3-4. Really nice, sharp, high grade copy. It goes for about $10-12 on a good day. She-Hulk number 52. This is an Adam Hughes cover. Paid about $3 for it. Doesn't really go for much more than that. I think it's an underrated Hughes cover. It doesn't have a lot of like sex appeal like Hughes, but I think it's a cool composition and cool colors. These two, I'm not sure what happened here, but they only had Harley and Ivy 1 and 2. I paid $12 for the two of them. Don't know what happened to number 3. I need to track that down. These are books that I got, I think, one other set that I think can hold some value in the future here. Online buy, eBay buy. Finally got a copy of this. Not where the price I wanted it to be, but this is a book I've thought for 5 years I'd find it someday in a dollar box. and I just never have. I paid $16 for it on eBay, and it's not super high grade, but with the announcement of the Nightwing movie, I think Oracle could be featured in that, and this book could have a lot of potential in terms of their relationship and being the first kiss between the two. Finally, checking this off my list. It's been getting ridiculous. I should have bought 6 months ago, but I had to finally break down and buy Saga #1. Paid $240 for 1 through 4. #1's been selling for $200 to $220 on its own, so these are all real high grade. Not the price I wanted to pay. Passed on #1 multiple times at $100. Regret it now. I think I'm just glad to have it in the collection. So thanks for watching. That's all I got to show you. Keep trolling those dollar boxes.